Annyeong Buzz! Welcome back to the channel where we break down everything happening in the K-pop world. And today we've got something really exciting for all the OGs out there, and especially VIPs. Yes, we're talking about none other than BIGBANG's Taeyang, who just dropped huge news. He's officially holding his first ever solo fan meeting tour titled Forever. And no, this isn't just a one-stop Seoul gig. He's bringing it to Japan too. Okay, let's be real for a second. Taeyang is one of those idols who's been quietly iconic for years. Like, his vocals, undeniable. His stage presence, effortless. And honestly, I feel like he's been underrated by the newer K-pop generation, who might not fully know how impactful he's been in shaping the idol scene today. So when I saw this fan meeting announcement, my reaction was a mix of finally and let's go. So here's what we know so far. The Black Label, his current agency, posted the official teaser for the fan meeting, called Forever, 01, on their SNS on the 23rd. And can we talk about the vibe of that teaser for a sec? It's got Taeyang in a black suit, sitting with his back to a city sunset, just looking so peaceful but also super intense at the same time. Like, he doesn't even need to try and the charisma is overflowing. Gone is the fire-breathing stage, Beast, and instead we're seeing a quieter, more introspective version of Taeyang. It feels very intentional, like he's inviting fans into a more personal, intimate moment this time around. And get this, the fan meeting isn't just in Seoul. He's planning to tour 6 cities in Japan too, which, by the way, is such a smart move. Japanese fans have been so loyal to BIGBANG and Taeyang over the years, and fan meetings in Japan, those are always next-level emotional and detailed. If you've ever seen Japanese fan events, you know what I mean. They go all out with segments, Q&As, little performances. It's not just high wave goodbye. So I'm actually really excited to see what kind of content he's preparing for these stops. Now let's talk ticketing. And yes, brace yourselves. You know how crazy ticketing gets in K-pop, especially for a veteran like Taeyang. Pre-sales open at 8 p.m. on June 9th, but here's the catch. They're only for official fan club members. So if you're not already in the Taeyang official fan community via B-Stage, you might want to look into that soon. Then general ticketing opens the next day, June 10th, also at 8 p.m. KST. And here's what I really love, the name of the fan meeting, Forever, 01. According to the agency, it's meant to reflect the idea of this being a first, shared with fans who are his one, and the hope that they'll be together forever. Like, hello, Poetic King. That hits so differently knowing this is his first solo fan meeting. He's done concerts, sure. He even held solo shows as recently as August last year and February this year. But this is fan-focused, personal, a space for two-way connection. Let's pause right there and talk. I want to know how you feel about idols doing fan meetings like this, especially ones who've been around for over a decade. Do you think this is something more idols should do? Or do you prefer the high-energy concerts over these more personal events? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I feel like this is one of those topics where everyone has a different vibe. Personally, I think fan meetings are underrated. They're not just sit-downs. They're where idols can show different sides of themselves. Maybe they sing acoustic versions of their songs. Maybe they answer candid questions. Maybe they even share stories you'd never hear during a big, flashy tour. For Taeyang, who's always struck me as a deeply reflective artist, I think this format suits him so well. And I also wonder if this fan meeting might include moments where he talks about his journey, like from BIGBANG's early chaos days to solo hits like Eyes, Nose, Lips to getting married and becoming a dad to joining the Black Label. It's been a ride, and I feel like fans would really appreciate hearing that directly from him. Also, side note, can we appreciate that he's been keeping up with his performances and content even after becoming a father? That balance between personal and professional, life is not easy in K-pop, and he's handling it with so much grace. I mean, the man still has the same angelic voice, that polished style, and that mature stage presence that just commands respect. Anyway, let's get into more of what we might expect from this fan meeting, because if his previous solo shows are anything to go by, we're in for something special. If you saw his performances from August last year or even February this year, you know he doesn't just sing. He tells a story on stage. Every gesture, every note feels intentional. And now that we're getting a fan meeting, it opens up the door for even more vulnerable and creative interactions. I'm really hoping for some live, stripped-down versions of his hits. Imagine Wedding Dress or Eyes, Nose, Lips, performed with just a keyboard and maybe a spotlight. Goosebumps, right? Or maybe he'll bring surprise guests. Idols sometimes do that for fan meetings. Could we maybe see a collab stage with another Black Label artist? Or even a Big Bang member dropping by? Too soon to say, but I wouldn't rule anything out. And not to get emotional here, but the idea that Taeyang is starting this new chapter with a fan meeting tour called Forever 01, it honestly feels symbolic. Like, it's not just a project, it's a recommitment to his fans. He could easily sit back now, enjoy the legacy he's built, focus on family, do occasional music drops, and fans would still love him. But the fact that he's choosing to go on tour again, do a fan-centered event, and call it Forever, that says something. It says, I'm still here, I still care, and I want to make new memories with you. I also think this is a reminder of how powerful fan-idol bonds can be, especially over a long career. Some of these fans have been with him since 2006. That's nearly 20 years. That's wild. There's probably fans out there who watched him grow from a teenager with cornrows into a father, husband, and full-blown legend. So this fan meeting, it's like a love letter back to them. Now let's talk visuals again, because I need to highlight how different Taeyang's energy is in this teaser. The styling is so minimal. Black suit, blonde hair, city skyline, and yet it makes such an impact. It's a quiet kind of confidence. That seasoned performer aura. And I love that they didn't go for an overproduced concept. Just him in the city. It says, I've grown, and I'm ready to meet you as I am. And honestly, this makes me think, isn't it amazing how some idols actually age into their artistry? Taeyang feels like one of those. He was cool and talented when he was young. Sure, but now, he's layered. He has life experience. He sings differently, he performs differently. You can tell his art has grown with him. So now, I want to throw another question to you all. Do you think more veteran idols should do these kinds of projects? Fan meetings, smaller tours, storytelling stages? Or should they focus on albums and music shows like in the past? Because what I'm seeing is a shift in how artists connect with fans, especially post-pandemic. It's not just about being flashy anymore, it's about being real. And I think Taeyang gets that. Also, let's not ignore how important Japan is in this whole plan. It's no secret that Japanese fans are among the most loyal in K-pop, and Taeyang doing 6 cities there? That shows real appreciation. I'm sure he remembers all the concerts, fan events, and support he got from Japanese VIPs over the years. And it's so respectful that he's including them in this new chapter too. I do hope, though, that international fans outside of Korea and Japan get some love too. Even if it's not in person, maybe live streaming one of the fan meetings or dropping exclusive content on his fan platform would help. Because trust me, the love for Taeyang is global. We've got fans from the Philippines, the US, Indonesia, Mexico, Europe, all over, who are rooting for him. So Black Label, if you're listening, a live stream would be amazing. Before I wrap up, let me just say this. Taeyang choosing to start this fan meeting tour with the word forever is emotional, poetic, and so him. It's not just a title, it's a promise. And I think that kind of sentiment is something we've been missing in the current fast-paced K-pop scene. It's a reminder that connections matter, that fans matter, that memories, old and new, matter. So, are you planning to join the fan club and try for tickets? If you could ask Taeyang one question at his fan meeting, what would it be? And for those of you who've been with him since the Big Bang days, I want to hear your favorite Taeyang memory. Was it a live performance? A variety show moment? Maybe that wedding dress era? Let's celebrate his journey together in the comments. Alright BuzzFam, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and of course subscribe if you haven't already, because we've got more amazing K-pop updates coming your way. Until next time, stay safe, stay kind, and keep buzzing.